Hi guys and welcome to this Wolves Esports video. Today I am joined by the newest member of the Wolves Esports pack, Unsal. Unsal, how's it going, my friend?
It is going good.
Great stuff. Ready to play some FIFA?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Unsal, how are we feeling? Score prediction?
10-0 to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what? Just looking at your team, you straight away. I know you play like with Alan St Maximum and Adama, so I'm a little bit worried. But let's see how we get on. With those kind of pacey players, is that what you like to play with? Do you like to kind of hit teams on the counter and stuff like that?
Exactly. This year I need to have a meta team, so I'm just adapting to the meta. And pace is meta now, so.
Yeah. Do you find loads of success then, especially weekend league? This kind of already. Are you just so I was saying, hitting teams on the counter, goes and does it. Anyway, let's forget about the score just for now. I was going to say, do you find much success, say, changing your tactics between, say, weekend league and then when you actually play in like proper professional tournaments and stuff like that?
Yes, of course. In week league, I try to play a little bit more aggressive and attacking. And in tournaments, you have to be a little bit more defensive, play a little bit slower.
Okay, so you kind of like, you wait for teams to come at you. Oh, here we go again. Unbelievable. Unsal, let's not look at the score. Let's chat a little bit about FIFA though and your journey. So going from like a regular FIFA player who maybe plays after school and plays on the weekends. How was the journey, say, going from that to now as a pro?
It's a long process, to be honest. You need to practice against good players and very much.
Does that come from weekend league?
No, from friendlies.
Okay.
You can maybe check Twitter, try to find friendlies against good players, and then you analyze your game after, look what you do wrong, and improve it in the next game.
Cool. Is that so you're searching Twitter like in the early stages for potential friendlies against people who are like you, who want to go pro and they're just trying to test themselves against other players?
Exactly.
The one thing with FIFA that I always find is like, how is the difference, playing against someone who's got like a bad team or playing against someone who's got a good team? Is there much difference, do you think, with that?
When I go into a game, I don't care so much about the teams.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect me so much.
Yeah.
Even
so
though
you're just kind of thinking about your tactics and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's cool. That's fair enough. So how long have you been playing like FIFA professionally then for?
Almost 2 years.
2 years. Amazing.
FIFA
and then
20
how about
this year.
when you were a kid? Was that like you just playing all your life when you were a kid, and then the last couple of years you've just suddenly gone professional?
Yeah, started to play quite early, but only for fun. And then I realized I got the potential to become a pro.
Yeah.
So.
What was your? This is always a good one, like for nostalgia reasons. What was your first FIFA? Do you remember it? Because mine was FIFA 03.
FIFA 08.
08, nice. Was that
Yes.
Ronaldinho and Rooney on the cover?
Exactly.
Yes, I know it well. Do you ever used to play against, say, friends, your brothers? If you have siblings, anything like that, your sisters?
Yeah, I used to play my brother before, but now I've come up to this level, so he doesn't hold it anymore. So
yeah, of course.
It's gonna be like we play still for fun sometimes.
Yeah. Like you're playing against me for fun now with 5 goals. Well, what's like your family think about it? Do they think it's just amazing that you're now playing this as a professional? Yeah,
they always tell me to try to play for fun.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it. But yeah, they support me always.
So we're just going to touch on Wolves Esports a little bit as well. So, like you said before, you found it, really welcoming, just coming into the Wolves Esports scene. But what are you thinking about the Wolves Esports in general? Is it an exciting thing to be a part of?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's big, and it's big for me. And it's a big club, a big organization, and it's a massive honor to wear this shirt and represent the big club Wolves. and I hope I can do my best for the club.
You're based in, is it Sweden you're based in?
Exactly, Sweden and Stockholm.
Have you travelled much outside of
Yeah,
Sweden? Yeah.
yes, I've been to a lot of countries, like before with football,
Yeah.
when I played football with my football team.
Oh, did you play actual proper football as well?
Yeah,
Cool. What position did you play, if you don't mind me asking?
Cam, like central
Cam.
attacking midfielder.
Nice. I love that. Oh, what a ball. Oh, you see this is the difference. Professional FIFA players see those through balls early, whereas I'm just kind of trying to knock the ball about, trying not to concede many goals. So there's the difference. Do you hope to maybe say, I know you just said about travelling, do you hope to visit Molineux one day?
Yeah, that'll be something, a good experience and something great for me. I like the place a lot, and I've watched it. So
have you seen many of the games this season as well?
Not so many actually, because I prefer football with fans.
Yeah, of course.
So without fans, don't have the same sting at watching like football.
Absolutely.
Every day.
Absolutely. No, it's. I mean, I'm a season ticket holder myself at Molineux, so you know, it's like you've just said there. Without fans, it's just. I mean, it just is not the same, is it? You know, Molineux is one of these stadiums that, you know, when it gets going and when the South Bank is roaring and when the stadium's full, is one of these stadiums that really does, you know, give the players that 12th man. So I think we really have missed them this season, and I just can't wait to be back. It's going to be really special as well. Anyway, so we're 8-0 down at half time. I might look to my bench for a couple more bronze players to add in.
All right.
So talk to me about your team. Who's your main players in your squad? I'm just seeing Kylian Mbappe there as well. So who's like your main guys?
I would say Kylian Mbappe, team of the year, and my inform Neymar that I have on striker, and Bruno at CDM. Those three are the key players.
Have you thought about like your team for the EPL finals? Like, and will you have any Wolves players in it as well? I think that's what everyone's thinking. Is there going to be any Wolves players that are going to be in the team?
Might be one, and that's Adama.
Of course.
On left back. I don't know yet, for sure, but I'm thinking about Adama.
Yeah.
I have him on my bench as well, and I bring him in as a sub sometimes.
I think he's one of those players, isn't he, on FIFA that's. If you've got Adama, it's like one of those OP players where, you know, unless you're coming up against a real pacey defense, it's like, you know, he's breaking through that line. One thing I haven't noticed, you've scored 9 goals, my friend, but you haven't done your famous T-Rex celebration.
Not yet.
I'm waiting for it. it. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I'm sure the Wolves fans would love to know what it's all about.
It's like my signature.
Yeah.
Like I do that celebration every time I score, in like competitive games.
Yeah.
And I found it a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Show some personality when you play as well.
I like it.
And like try to enjoy the game and scoring goals.
Yeah. I think just football in general, it's nice to have, you know, those personalities as well. I know we're obviously talking about FIFA, but, you know, players like Haaland, you know, that are coming through actually have this personality as well. I really like that. So it's nice that you can, you know, put that into FIFA as well, where you've got that little personal touch after you score your 10th goal. There we go. There's the famous celebration. So talking about your group for the next round, you know, you've got players like Emma Haywood, NFG, Taz, Mike. What are you thinking, like, you know, going up against these players? Have you played them before much, or?
I am practicing a lot with Cosme from Leicester and Hayward.
Yes.
I know they are good players, but they are like me, beatable. You can, like, it's gonna be very tough, of course, but I think I can do it.
Who would you say that the main guy you're really kind of worried of going up against out of that group?
I would say Cosme, to be fair.
Yes. Yeah.
He's been performing very well last times, last competitions. So yeah, for sure, Cosme for me.
I'm just giving away goals at this point, aren't I?
No.
It's nice that you have that community aspect as well, that you're training with those kind of players, you know, that you're even the ones that you're going up against. You know, how does that come about? Do you just say, guys, look, we're going to be playing each other, you know, let's get some practice in just to help each other all out?
Yeah, I have a practice group for pros.
Yeah.
So there we're searching for games like every day when we want. Yeah, that's how we do it. We
Yeah.
just get on and play some friendlies.
What's the FIFA
Yeah,
community like in general? Is it quite supportive, like you've just said?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is supportive, but it is a lot of toxic as well.
Okay.
Even though I don't look at toxic messages and stuff,
Yeah, of course.
I love the support that I get from everyone, and
Yeah.
I know people get support from fans, friends, family, and that's something massive for a player.
And you're just kind of focused on your FIFA, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. How did you find the like the EPL playoffs as well? Because I know that was obviously something that was quite big this year as well. Again, so how did you find that?
It was tough, especially against that guy I played in the final, as I lost to him in the group.
Yeah. So it's like you came back up against him and you were thinking, look, I know kind of how he plays, but it's still going to be a real tough game.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't expect the score, to be honest, of the final. Because last time we played, it was tough and was a good game. Even though I stepped up my highest level in the final when I needed it. So, yeah, we got the win.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about standout Premier League players that you like to use on foot. So I know you've mentioned some guys before, Bruno. I'm just giving the ball away. So Bruno, I've obviously noticed you have Alan Saint-Maximin as well in your reserves as well. Players like Adama. Who's like, and you said obviously Edison as well. So who's, if you could choose one player just out of the Premier League that you had to play with, which one are you choosing?
Bruno for sure.
Bruno.
And I think a lot of pros in the pro scene agree with that, as like 70% of the players have Bruno in the team.
Is that something like just because he kind of holds that team together so well? He sits in that midfield position and just kind of pulls the strings.
Exactly. He's on FIFA with his special cards. He's quite fast. He's good on the ball. He shoots good, and yeah, that's what you need in midfield.
Bruno's one of these players that have come into the league, and he's took it by storm. But it's interesting that his FIFA card has represented that this year as well. He's really had an uptick, hasn't he, on it with his stats. Oh no, here we go. Oh. I mean, how is that even going in? I just apologise for wasting your time at this point. It's 50, you said 10-0 as your prediction.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe a little bit more than that. I'm not sure. It's 15. Let's try and keep it now to 15 on the 87th minute. It's one of these things that I don't play FIFA too much, so it's really nice to actually come up against the best of the best. And just to see just how bad I am actually at FIFA. So as we approach towards the end of the game, you've got one message for Wolves fans. What would that be?
I hope I can do you proud, and I love the messages I get from you, and I hope you support me in the finals.
Absolutely, mate. We'll all be cheering you on as we get towards those finals. You and Sean. All I can say is, mate, thank you so much for playing me. It's been, what was that, 16-0? Kylian Mbappe, he had 8 goals. Okay. What's your final thoughts on that match?
It wasn't a fun game, to be honest. I had a lot of attacks, and that's fun.
Well, let's hope you can repeat this scoreline in the group stage against your opponents. So, Unsal, thanks again for playing me. I do apologise for wasting your time again. 16-0. Not the best scoreline on my point, but like I said, I'm playing against the pros.
Thanks for everything, and I hope I can represent the club the best way.
No worries, my friend. Good luck next week. We'll be supporting you and Sean, and we can't wait to see your progress. And thanks again for playing me.
Thank you.